Happy New Year to all our Chatty Sparkly runners. It's lovely to be back on such a beautiful day.
Yeah.
If you didn't know what day of year it was, you'd probably think it was midsummer with not a cloud in the sky. And
It's almost the same as when we came here the first time.
I think one of our
right
first
at the beginning.
videos was here.
Yeah, we did that here.
It was good.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's even better views today in the winter sunshine, and
it's not windy.
we have to.
Colin, we should be filming about 6 episodes.
Yeah, that's right.
That doesn't work like that, though, does it?
No. We've done a few consecutive ones, if you can spot. But yeah, so it's just so lovely, and hopefully you can see the views behind us, and we'll scan round as we go so that you can see.
We're going to go
anyway,
this way.
Yeah. So
okay, so the first episode of this year, 2022, crumbs.
Our 3 top tips, and we did ask, and I've stolen one. So I had my 2. I've had my 2, and the third one I've stolen from the group.
Yeah, we asked for ideas from the group, and you came up with loads of them, which is fantastic.
Yeah. And it was brilliant.
So we're going to start with yours first.
Yeah. So Happy New Year to everybody.
And let's walk.
And we can go. Yeah. And then I'll bounce down here.
Tell me where we're going, because I've got no idea. We're off the path.
We're going over there. So top tip number 1.
Yeah.
Is a lot of people have got their own top tips, but for me, over all the years, the top tip is a famous one that I use all the time, and that is that it's better to go too slow than too fast.
Yeah, you've said that lots of times.
Yeah, and basically that was
that is probably the most important.
That's the real reason why we even started Chatty Sparkly Runners. Is the chatty running is my way of putting across. It's better to go too slow. In other words, it's better to go chatty than too fast.
So what about slowing it down?
Enjoying it,
running gently, and getting all the adaptations through. Through chatty running.
A lot of people think to go fast you need to go fast, but you don't.
If you want to be a fast runner, you've got to train
Which
fast.
brings me on nicely to number 2.
Oh, already?
Yeah, number 2
We're going this way, Colin.
Yeah.
Come down here.
Okay. And number 2 is, it's not how fast you go, but the volume you do.
Yeah, it links nicely, doesn't it?
Yeah, they're the 2.
Because if you're running fast all the time, you can't do the volume that you need.
No, and to
become a better runner, to stimulate all the adaptions.
Yeah, any endurance sport, it's the volume that you do that makes your heart bigger. It's not how fast you go. In fact, going fast can be counterproductive. So there's my 2. They were really easy. They were really easy to think about. So it's better to go too slow than too fast, and it's the amount that you do that's important, not what speed you go at.
And number 3, we had loads of suggestions, so thank you to everybody that suggested a top tip for Colin to include as number 3.
Yeah,
and I think you keep changing your mind. You read them and you keep changing your mind.
No. Well, yeah, because I had my own one.
Yeah.
I'm going to mention. So I really, really like Rianne's one, which was.
Every run is different.
Every run is different.
Yeah.
I'm going to put
don't expect each run to be the same.
Yeah, and I'm going to put a different slant on that, to the extent that, there are some people that go out and look at their watches and expect to run the same pace at the same heart rate day after day.
Yeah, and you see them running along and looking at their watches
but it
all the
doesn't.
time. I'm not running the same pace.
We all know, we all know that some days you feel better than others. If you've been training hard, if you have a fast day, then next day you're going to be tired. And if you're tired, you're just not going to be able to go as fast because your muscles are tired. So that day, you'll have to go slow for the same heart rate. Yeah. So I think
you might have gone a bit further on your long run.
Really tired your legs out or something. Yeah, or there could be other things. It could be that you've not been sleeping well. There's a lot of people complaining they're not sleeping well at the moment. Or there's life stresses are getting in your way. In which case,
heat in the summer, which I vaguely remember.
But just if they're the case, then
there's lots of things that will
impact. Then rule number 1
pace.
Comes back into play, doesn't it? Quite nicely, is that it's better to go too slow. So if you're feeling tired, go out. There was one about going out the door and making sure you go out the door. I really like that one.
Yeah. And if you feel tired and you really don't think you want to run, then have a nice walk.
Yeah, because that's what happened to me on Tuesday. I set off and I felt a bit tired and grumpy, and I set off. I did 3k running along, and then I just, you know what, I feel really tired, I'm going to walk. So I just walked the rest.
Yeah, quite often people come along to club and say, well, really didn't want to come tonight, but I'm so glad I did, because once I've run, I feel so much better.
Yeah, and they're going well,
Yeah, so thank you to everybody for all your suggestions for top tips. what we're going to do is we thought we would use those brilliant suggestions in the next few videos and talk about them, didn't we?
Yeah, but they can see, everybody, if they go to the group, Chatty
Yeah.
Sparkly Runners group on Facebook, they can see all the
Oh, yeah,
suggestions
they
on
can.
that thread. And we'll pin it to the top so that people can see it
Right, okay.
for
Then.
the week. And then we're going to...
And then you've decided that there were a few on the long run. So we thought,
Yeah, how
next
to enjoy
video,
the-
let's do something slightly different about the long run.
Yeah, how do you enjoy
Enjoy
your
your
long
long
run? And so we're asking people, how do you, because the long run, we've done a couple of videos about how the long run is
Yeah,
the
how
most
to run it,
important,
yeah.
what happens during the long run, and
What adaptations
what,
occur.
yeah, and so they can look those up. But what we're saying is, how do you actually get out, how do you make your long run enjoyable? Because I know a few things that I do.
And there were some suggestions.
There's some
already.
really
so
good
we'd like some
suggestions.
more suggestions. How do you make your long run enjoyable?
Yeah, go with someone that's super chatty. That's
Save that for next week.
Yeah, okay. So we can do that. So many thanks. A very happy new year. If we just spin round, we might get there.
Careful, because the
we
sun's
might
going
get the
to-
shadow, but I think
Yeah, you
it's
get
worth.
the shadow of the camera.
But it's worth the view anyway. So
Okay.
yeah, have
Looking towards Shrewsbury there.
a happy new year. We're wishing everybody, because we've been doing this for 18 months now, and we came.
Yeah.
This is
Let's
the,
swing this way.
this is the
round.
place. This is the place that we first came to.
Yeah,
I think we did the first one indoors, didn't we? And then
we did.
the second one, what
We
is
want-
Chatty Sparkly Running, was
Yeah.
here.
So
But that was
I
in
might put-
July.
I'll go on YouTube. I'll put a link to that one because that'll be quite.
Yeah,
nice
because there's
instead.
that's 18 months and 50 odd videos ago. But there is a lot of videos out
So if
there.
you're new to us, if you've only just discovered us, you'll find all our videos on YouTube. They're all on Facebook as well. And please join the group if you want to sort of interact and get support one another, and help us with our next few videos, because we want
Yeah.
to make them more interactive, don't we,
And,
in the next few weeks.
and the videos have been done because of my tutoring, which has been a lot of it been online recently. And they're ideas that people give me,
Yeah.
and my experiences.
Yeah.
And the reason why we do Chatty Running is because of all the hundreds and hundreds of people that have come and talked to me, and
Yeah, and
and
everybody's got
that we've
great
seen
ideas
and that I've
out there.
tutored over the world these days.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So
YouTube videos are there. They
Yeah.
can subscribe and ring the bell icon.
you keep going on about the bell. Yes.
And then I'm going to have to find out what it does. But I know you're meant to do that. Then Facebook, it's harder to find all our videos in Facebook
It
because you
is.
have to scroll down through them.
YouTube is the best place to go for the videos.
Yeah, I don't
or
think
our
many-
website, but I just
Yeah, the
not quite
website's
up to
there
date.
because your website, every video's on the website, and
Yeah.
every video has a little blog.
Yeah, so
on
there's
it.
a written blog on there.
So
as well.
that's good. Yeah, so there's a vast amount of information on there now. So it's very good, and
On that note, we will see everybody next week.
so thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next week when we're going to use some of your ideas.
Brilliant. Okay then.
Bye.